Hello and welcome back to a Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomizer playthrough. We are here on part 51, and this is likely to be the final episode as we're here at the base of Mount Silver. We have gone just to the side of the Pokemon League reception gate, made it this little Pokemon Center here at the base of Mount Silver, and we have ourselves a little bit of a team change. Now, it's not a huge team change. I just made some preparations as we are likely going to be fighting Red at the top of Mount Silver this episode. I mean, we are going to be fighting Red at the top of Mount Silver this episode. So I wanted to make sure that our team was prepared. In terms of levels, we are the same. That likely means we are going to be incredibly underleveled compared to Red, but honestly, I think our Pokemon are pretty good and we should be fine, especially as this is randomized. However, I did also go and reshuffle the wild Pokemon trainers. They're wild. And I set their base stats to 999. Now, I went and tested this at the Lake of Rage, where I hadn't battled the trainers over there, and every single trainer had a legendary, without fail. Arceus, Giratina, Raikou, you name it, they had a legendary, right? So, I'm pretty confident in saying this battle is going to be incredibly tough, and we're going to have fun. So, first of all, on the team, Chaos, Zapdos, holding himself the Rocky Helmet, pretty good stats all around, has Meteor Mash, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Earthquake. Next up on the list, we have ourselves Mewtwo, which is Mew and Mewtwo, despite the confusing name, with the Wise Glasses to boost his special attack, Calm Nature, has Surf, Psyshock, Quiver Dance, and Sludge Bomb. Might be thinking, why Sludge Bomb? Honestly, I don't really know, we just didn't have poison coverage, and Fairies can be scary, so that's why. We have ourselves Zacian, which is no longer holding the Choice Band, instead it's holding the Choice Scarf. And my reasoning for this is quite simply, we're a little bit underleveled, we might not outspeed stuff, we are 4 times weak to ground and water, and that could be really bad. Plus, we have Head Smash anyway, our attack stat is actually nuts. I think this should be fine. We have Intimidate, I'm confident. So we're basically to be clicking Head Smash with this, the rest of those don't even matter. We have ourselves Glivor, which is now holding a Focus Sash, as this is finally the time for the final battle. I don't have to worry about this item being sort of lost to the wild, as this is the battle where it all matters. So it's Timid Nature, has some good special attack, has Energy Ball, Calm Mind, Moonblast, and Ice Beam, meaning this thing cannot hit a fire type at all, but we didn't have grass coverage anywhere, and a water ground type could be scary. We also have ourselves Amphitar, holding itself a Magnet to boost its electric type moves, has a Brave Nature, has a very, very strong attack stat actually, with Static, has Crunch, Thunder Punch, Dragon Dance, and Earthquake. And last but not least, we have ourselves Luo, who is still on this team. Honestly, it's like a staple at this point for me to have it. Holding itself the leftovers. Incredibly good defensive stats, which is why, in addition to the moves it already had, I've given it Toxic. So maybe we can store something out if we absolutely have to. Now, this is not all we're doing this episode. I also have ourselves a whole bunch, when I say a whole bunch, I mean a whole bunch of Pokemon for us to go ahead and fuse together once we've gone ahead and beaten Red. The reason I'm not doing this first is quite simply there are Pokemon on the team right now that I want to fuse together with stuff in the box. So, we're going to have a huge fusing session. Ooh, tongue twister right there. Ooh, okay. Once we've beaten Red. Huge fusing session. It's really hard to say, actually. Maybe I'm just completely out of my mind and I can't say it, but really hard to say. Oh, I thought it was black screening. Okay, Carlos began a long journey to the very top of Mount Silver, living in isolation from the rest of the wild. I see, I get to skip all of Mount Silver. I enjoy this greatly. After 3 long years, a challenger shows up. Oh, I've been saying all this time we'd be going to fight Red. We are Red. We aren't going to fight Red, we're fighting Gold. Which is even scarier in my opinion. No words exchanged between these two absolute prodigies right here. It is time for the ultimate showdown. Carlos versus Gold. I forgot that I was Red, I'm gonna be honest. And we are leading things off with Nostra. This nose, I can't escape it, can I? I can't escape this thing. Even when I buff the stats to the absolute maximum, I can't escape the nose. I think a Thunderbolt should do a very large amount of damage though. We get Toxiced. That puts us on a little bit of a timer, although we do have a whole bunch of full restores in the back, if we desire them. Judging by how much damage that did, I'm going to Earthquake this turn, expecting a heal. Look at that, predicted. Okay. Earthquake's going to do very little. Okay, expected a little bit more than that, but, you know, actually, sure, that actually did very little. Nose pass defense right there, I guess. We're going to Thunderbolt, and that should take it out. Rollout and Toxic. Interesting. Not the moves that I was expecting, but Seadra, Nose Pass, isn't too crazy. We should be fine. It was level 76. meaning it's nearly 20 levels ahead of us. That is something to consider. And Sephiot is coming out next. That's a Sceptile and a Pidgeot. That's a little bit scarier. I think it's time to burn our Focus Sash to Ice Beam this thing. The Ice Beam should be 4 times super effective. We should bop this thing in return. We're probably gonna... Maybe we won't even use our Focus Sash. That'd be great. Moonblast. Oh, we tanked that. That's fine. We don't have to use our Focus Sash, which means it's there in the back if we need it. That's very nice. If we want to heal ourselves up, that would be very, very nice. We're level 54 as well, which, I mean, we're a fair few levels down. I don't think that's really going to help us out too much. That said Rhyfan, didn't it? That's a Raikou, isn't it? Oh, here come the legendaries. Let's go into Luo. I know we're weak to electric, but at least we're immune to ground. And we have some good defenses. We do have some good defenses. We have Earth Power. I think we'll be okay. Are we going to live a Thunderbolt? It's a Raikou. It might have the special attack of a Donphan. That'd be very nice. Hydro Pump? What part of Rhyfan is learning Hydro Pump? Also, I like its spiky cheeks. Rather than chubby cheeks, we found its counterpart spiky cheeks. It finally happened! Or horny cheeks. Horny cheeks works. Horny cheeks does in fact work. This Earth Power should do a good amount though, because we got a special defense drop. Never mind, that doesn't actually do too much damage. I'm gonna Toxic... No, I'm gonna Extra Sensory this turn, as another Earth Power isn't gonna take this thing out, and I don't want it to heal too much. I want it to make sure it still has PP on Hydro Pump. Because if it's gonna go for Hydro Pump, assuming that's its strongest move, I'll take it. I'll take it. We can tank this very, very easily. That is fine. We eat those. We just, you know, it's a nice relaxing shower to my Luo, honestly, of our incredible special defense. That's fine. And we get a level up to level 60. That's a nice level. I like that. It's nice and rounded. Okay. Miloros. That's a Milotic and a Tauros? Milotic Tauros. I guess we can just Thunder Punch it with Amphitar. We can set up a few Dragon Dances, maybe get the rest of this battle underway. We can just get a sweep going with our beautiful chubby cheeks right here. That is not a Tauros. That is an Ampharos. Does that change my opinion on what I want to do? Not really. We have Earthquake. This also works out. Static yourself. Dang. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna go for 2. I just get the feeling that a Milotic is faster than a Tyranitar. Oh! I would say I got greedy, but honestly, we didn't even outspeed yet, so that's not even greed. We needed the extra Dragon Dance to outspeed. That's just really unfortunate. Well, I absolutely can't go in with Zacian. This isn't the greatest. I guess we're gonna heal up Luo. I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna heal up Luo. We're gonna use like a Hyper Potion or something. I know I have a little bit of medicine. We should be fine. I did go ahead and buy a couple more full restores, and then I spent the entire rest of our money just entirely on DNA splices because I am prepared. I am prepared for that. I'm gonna set this up with a Toxic actually, because this Pokemon does scare me a little bit. I'm afraid of a Discharge, or a Thunderbolt, or a Thunder, even a Thunder Punch. I'm afraid of all of those moves. Absolutely everything. So we're going to go for that, and then we are going to Earth Power. We only have 4 Earth Powers left. We've used a fair bit of our Earth Powers. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Well, that did nothing. Ooh, but we got a special defense drop, which is helpful. That is definitely helpful. I am just going to Earth Power again, and we're going to see how much this can do. Give me a crit. Go on. Give me it. I want it. That's a shame. Twister. I guess my Milotic does learn that. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. It's just a very early move. Don't full restore. Don't you do it. Oh, Gold. Why do you do this to me? Gold, I don't need to see this. I wish I could learn Quiver Dance on Luo. I really wanted to put Quiver Dance on Luo, but sadly it can't learn it. It can't learn Nasty Plot either. Can't learn Calm Mind. I don't know why it can't learn any of those moves. Actually, maybe I don't have Calm Mind. But it can't learn Quiver Dance, it can't learn Nasty Plot. And that is a shame. That is a real shame. One more Earth Power would take this thing out. But we are out of Earth Powers. This is very unfortunate. Extrasensory. Give me the flinch. Give me the flinch. Give me the flinch. Give me the flinch. Can we live a twister? We can live a twister. Don't restore anything. Oh, okay. Do I have, like, an effer or something? I don't ever use effers, but I think it's time. I think it's time to full restore. I have a lot of full restores. I didn't realize I had that many. We're gonna set up a toxic, and then we're gonna use an effer in this incredibly crucial, you know, nothing held back battle right here. We're gonna get this thing poisoned. It's gonna slowly will itself away. This waterfall's gonna hurt. That does hurt. I don't like that. And we're gonna use an effer. It's got to that point. Maybe it's quicker to just... No, it's probably best to actually just use the effer. Do I have an effer? Max Elixir, that'll do. That does the same thing. I'm sure we're not going to need to use multiple of these. I'm sure that's fine. Waterfall... Ooh. Can you not? Can you not? See... I'm confident that we're going to win in the end. It's just kind of, you know... annoying how many full restores we have to go up against. Dragon Tail. Chaos? Chaos, are you gonna be okay? Chaos? Chaos. Listen, this is an opportunity right here. We can get this thing bopped. I can't swap out. Swapping out would be terrible. Earthquake him. Withdrew? Okay, this works out in my favor. I got a free Earthquake off on your Electonite. I'll take it. That's fine. I'll go for another one, in fact, just in case you go for something stupid like Thunder. That works out. Dragonite is a scary Pokemon, though. Please don't full restore. That's about all I can ask for right now. No full restore? We can live a Thunder. No, we can't. We're on 26 HP because the Toxic. Never mind. We can't live a Thunder. We are not living a Thunder. What we can do is we can bring in Zacian. With Choice Scarf, remember. We could probably go for an Extreme Speed, honestly. Do we want our Extreme Speed, or do we want to lock ourselves into Head Smash and start just Head Smashing for everything? Let's Head Smash. Oh, it's time. Oh, it's time for some things to get bopped. It's time for the Powerhouse to come out, and then we get immediately static. Well, that's a shame. Don't send out Miloros. Okay, you know, that's a shame. That's what I would describe that as. That's a shame. We did get to Head Smash something, though. Although Extreme Speed would have done the same thing. Right, from here, Earth Power KOs. It does. It just KOs. No more silly full restores. I hope that you're out of them. Really should be, considering two Pokemon have been brought back to very low health. Unless he saves something for his ace. What is the ace? Giraferno. That just sounds terrifying. I'll be honest, that sounds absolutely terrifying. The Giraferno. This is the Fire Giraffe. It's a Girafarig and a Monferno. What does this look like? Oh! That's not a Girafarig! That's a Giratina! Well, that's a little bit scarier than I anticipated. I would just go for a side shock, I guess. Don't hurt me. That is not what I was expecting. Ooh, Fighting type though. We are in with a shot right here. We didn't outspeed, so I'm going to actually go for a Quiver Dance. And that means we should outspeed this turn, and we'll have extra damage on our attack, and possibly live the next attack. It's a very, very smart maneuver. We have the side shot, we outspeed, and we take out the Giraferno with a crit to finish everything right here. We take down the Giratina. I'm pretty sure I even mentioned at the start, the trainers that I battled in the Lake of Rage had Pokemon like Arceus, Giratina, and Raikou. This person had a Giratina and a Raikou. Weird. I like that, actually. We defeat Gold. Beautiful. Would you like to save the game? No, I would not, because I am going to reset the game real quick, and we're going to get into some fusions right now. And with a quick game reset, just for the sake of time, we are ready to go ahead and have ourselves a little bit of a fusing montage. We have a whole lot of Pokemon here to fuse. Honestly, it's going to be a while. I'll make sure to show the best of them. I have a little bit of a list prepared for some of the sprites that I've seen. It's going to be like a fashion show. I have a Primal Kyogre. When? What? Okay, Primal Kyogre's going to be fused with some stuff. That'll be interesting. I am not prepared for that. So, let's begin. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and lead off this first fusion of the session with ourselves Wailord and Golbat, because honestly, look at that. Look at that. That looks like a perfect sprite to me. What could possibly go wrong with this? I am ready to see the largest mouth of all time. This is gonna be such a beautiful creation. Yup, that's exactly what I wanted to see. The Go Lord. Look at this thing, it's absolute chompers. that's such a oh, that's such a good phrase. Oh my god, look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Pokemon right here. Golbat and Wailord. I don't think we need to see the flip side of this. I think this is all we need to see, but oh my lord, is that beautiful. Another Pokemon that does exactly the same thing as Wailord is Mamoswine. Sadly, I couldn't find a Mamoswine, but if you want to do some fusions for yourself, Mamoswine is pretty entertaining. You get some pretty good big faces on that as well. The Float Bat Pokemon. I can't even read its Pokedex entry because it's so overwhelmingly fat. That's great. Easily puncture even thick animal hide. Oh, it's incredibly sharp fangs, I'm going to assume. By inhaling to its maximum capacity, a Golod can dive close to 10,000 feet beneath the waves. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, with Golord's absolute chompers out of the way, it is time for us to go ahead and go into the next fusion, which is going to be Espeon and Unknown. As I have prepared a little bit ahead of time, I do know some of these sprites. I have gone ahead and looked through the folder and tried to pick out the best of the best for the final episode. Espeon Unknown really stood out. This was a really nice looking custom fusion. Whoever designed this, absolutely incredible. It looks so cool. Look at this. This is the psychic type I need. This is what I need. And it also spells out ESP for Espeon, or for Esper, or for just psychic in general, and it looks super, super cool. This, oh, I wish I could have used this in my playthrough, but I only got an Unknown when I was looking for Pokemon just before recording this, so this is a Pokemon that I really like the look of, though. It really gives off a psychic type vibe. It has a really, really nice vibe to it. It also has like kind of a black and white kind of vibe as well, with its a different color on Espeon, and I really like it. This, top tier sprite. But Umpyon isn't the only amazing looking sprite. We also have Nidoking and Torterra, or Torterra and Nidoking. I think it's Torterra and Nidoking, so we're going to do it this way around. Torterra and Nidoking, which should change Torterra to look absolutely beautiful. If I've got this the right way around. I think I have. Look at that tree! I know there's more to look at than the tree, but look at the color of the tree! It's so good! It's so good. Honestly, I really like the whole barren tree thing. It's just it's like a poisonous landscape with one surviving tree. Also, its face structure stays the same. It has a cool looking tail, which I think the Torterra should have already, to be honest. It just looks like it fits. And that is a common theme with what I've done for a lot of these fusions that I picked out some of my favorites. It looks like it fits, and it looks good. That's about all there is to it. It is time for the faces to be multiplied with Dugtrio and Execute. We have one with 3 faces, we have one with like 6 and a half. Do we count the broken one? Probably not, so we'll go with 5. 6 and 5 faces. It is time to see just how many faces we will end up with when these two are fused together. I'm a little bit scared of what I'm about to see. I'm a little bit intimidated. Oh, that's big. Oh, that's big. Oh, no. Oh no, the one on the right. What is happening? Why is the one on the right high? What? Why? Oh god. Egg Trio. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is what I need. This is what I imagine. When I think of Executes, this is how they're born. They all just pop out of the ground together in a huge colony. What a beautiful, beautiful Pokemon. What does the Pokedex actually say about this? When cracks increasingly appear, it is close to evolution. I think it's always close to evolution then. Because the triplets originally split from one body, they think exactly alike. Oh my god, imagine just a huge horde of Exegtrio coming at you, all with one thing on their mind. That'd be awful. What about if they wanted like your cookies or something? You think you can stop that? I don't think I can stop that. I think that would win every time. Terrifying. Alright, next up on my list here, we have ourselves Steelix, which is actually going to be fused with two different things. And one of them, I can't believe I'm saying this, but one of them is actually a Sunkern. That's right, I think a Sunkern sprite in this game is actually one of the best in the entire game. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with that. Sunkern and Steelix. What you see right there, I don't think is representative of the absolute chaotic mess that this thing is about to become. Honestly, when I first saw this, I assumed it was something entirely different to a Sunkern. But look at that chaotic mess! It's so awesome! Why is this one of the coolest sprites ever? Why is a Sunkern one of the most amazing things? It's got like vines wrapped around with its steel. It is definitely an interesting looking Pokemon. I have no idea who came up with this, but you did great, whoever you are. This is an amazing sprite. I have nothing to say other than Sunkern. Well done. You've earned a bit of respect today, Sunkern, and I don't normally say that about Sunkern, but this definitely looks interesting. I don't think we need to read the Pokedex entry. Let's just get into Muck as well. And just like that, Steelix, Muck, boom. We should be doing the exact same thing, but seeing something totally different, honestly. And again, Muck, not something I would exactly pair with a Steelix, but apparently it works out. It's terrifying. Oh my god. It's actually terrifying. It's got like one arm popping out of what I assume to be its neck. I guess, thinking about it logically, that would all just be its body, so it would make total sense for an arm to come out of there, but it looks like an arm is like popping out of its neck, its sludgy, gooey neck. And it also has this beady red eye ready to stare into your soul before it completely devours you. This thing's terrifying. This thing is actually made of nightmares, but I kind of love it. It's a really cool looking sprite, no matter how terrifying it is. 10 out of 10! And Chaos has been split apart to make way for a new fusion, which is going to be Feraligatr and Metagross. I actually don't know what this one looks like. This was a comment, although I was kind of excited by the idea of it. So, Feraligatr and Metagross, and then we'll swap it around and see the other way around for it. Oh, that is a custom sprite though, and that does look pretty cool, actually. This makes me think of the word kaiju, which is basically just dinosaur, I'm pretty sure, but it's a type of dinosaur. The big leg Pokemon. That's a great name. Look at this absolute monster here. Look at those spikes. Metallic, spiky. That's what this thing is. It's just metallic and spiky, and it does look very, very cool. However, I do need to see what it looks like the other way around as well. Or maybe this is the only way around. I don't know. Where are my DNA reverses? I only have 9 of these, so we'll use these a little bit sparingly. But let's see what this looks like the other way around, just in case I'm missing out on something incredible. Oh, I don't like those feet. I can already tell I don't like those Metagross feet. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. No, I'm pretty sure the other way was what the comment meant. I don't think that was what we meant. No. That can go away. That can go away right now. Oh, there's no positives to that. Goodbye, Zacian. You are also one of the Pokemon that I'm going to have to unfuse for the greater good, because we need to see what Entei and Arcanine look like. I'm honestly surprised that I didn't try this sooner, or at least I don't think I've tried this sooner, but Entei, Arcanine. I'm seeing a big floofy tail. I am intrigued in the big floofy tail. Show me big floofy tail. This has gotta look good. These two are like made for each other. Yeah, there we go. That's such a nice looking sprite. It's such a nice looking sprite. To be fair though, they are both big legendary fire dogs. I mean, Arcanine isn't technically a legendary, but it's called the legendary Pokemon after all. I mean, they're pretty much made for each other in a fusion, to be honest. I imagine their genes would be very similar as well, but it does look absolutely amazing. It looks cuddleable, you know, and that's what I need in my sprites. I'm sorry, Dragodash, you were definitely my favorite sprite in this entire game, but right now, you need to be split apart, as for some reason, I have written down Dragonair and Ninetales as a powerhouse contender right here for a top spot. So we're gonna go with Dragonair and Ninetales. I'll admit, that does look pretty interesting already. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued by what this is gonna actually be like. I think I've seen this, but it's been a few days, or maybe even like a good few weeks since I've seen this sprite. although that looks pretty nice. Okay, I'd totally forgotten about this sprite. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. I think Ninetales probably has a lot of cute sprites, because, I mean, it has big bushy tails, and that's always a positive, because it's fluffy. But that is a very nice looking sprite. It's a little bit weird that the end of its body splits into 9 tails that are each equally as big as its original body. That's a little bit weird. Maybe that's just me that thinks that. It also has these 2 tiny little paws on the front of it and 2 tiny little legs as well, which are kind of entertaining. It has tiny, tiny little limbs. Aww. Although I do like the fact that it even has like the jewels on the end of its tails. That's a nice looking Pokemon right there. That's a nice fusion. How have I not fused this? I don't believe that I haven't fused this. I must have fused this. Have I really not fused Arcanine and Ninetales? That seems very strange for me not to have fused Arcanine and Ninetales. They just seem like 2 that I would have fused. I see the tails. I'm assuming I wanted the tails. How have I not fused Arcanine and Ninetales yet? That's wild. How long has this been on my list of things to fuse? Oh, that looks evil. Oh my god, that looks evil. That looks like it's possessed by some kind of demon, and I love it. That's actually great. Arcanine Ninetales. Somehow, I have made it all the way to the end of the game without fusing these 2 Pokemon that I got, to be honest, kind of early. I could have done this fusion a long, long time ago. But Ninetales and Arcanine have been fused together. There we go. I'm assuming that's the way around. Just the custom sprite. I don't know. There's probably something the other way around. We'll give it a quick check, I guess. But that's one beautiful looking sprite. I really like that color. I really like that eye. To be honest, it's the face that's winning me over. It's not the fluffy tails. The tails are kind of ordinary. It's that eye. That eye of just absolutely monstrous power. Let's flip this the other way around, though, and see if this is anything special the other way. Maybe it'll look cuter. I don't know. Maybe it'll look cuter rather than more demonic. Oh no, this isn't a custom sprite. Okay, alright. I've already seen enough. There's no tails. Yeah, that just makes it look naked. That's not what I want to see at all. I don't like Arcatails. It's exactly like what happened with Arcanine and Raichu. Right at the start. Arcachu sucked, but Rhyhorn, that was an amazing way around of it. Either way, cool sprite nonetheless. Alright, I know this is going a little bit faster paced, but next up we have ourselves some Garchomp fusions. I finally went ahead and got us a Garchomp. It is a fan favorite. It has a whole lot of custom fusions, as this is a very, very popular Pokemon. We're going to be using Garchomp and Scizor, and we're going to be seeing... Oh my god, that looks terrifying. And we're going to be seeing what this looks like both ways around, I think. I think Garchomp is one of those Pokemon that so many people have probably made fusions for it. It just has a fusion with everything, to be honest. Oh my god. It's kind of terrifying, actually. That's actually kind of terrifying. This thing, Psychomp. I get the feeling like it would want to slice you in half, to be honest. It's got spikes and pointy parts all over its body, and then it's got like cute little metallic fairy wings on its back that just don't fit, but it's really entertaining. Oh, that's actually great. The Psychomp has a body with the hardness of steel. It flies at sonic speed. Well, that's kind of, you know, standard. I expected a lot more. I expected it to be like this Pokemon terrorizes neighborhoods or something along those lines. Not just, hey, it's kind of quick, you know? Runs pretty fast. Got some little legs, but you know, they go pretty quick. Interesting. And we're also going to see what this looks like the other way around with our DNA reverser, as I think at least Scizor Garchomp is one that works both ways. I don't think Sceptile is. I think this one works both ways. I already see that works both ways. That's not what I expected to see. Show me the beauty. Show me this beauty. Look at that. I prefer that way around. I definitely prefer that way around. Garzor. That sounds like something from the Lord of the Rings universe right there. Look at those hands. Metallic pincer hands. Those look awesome. Those definitely look awesome. But we are not done. We also have to go ahead and fuse it with this beautiful little Sceptile right here. I do actually have all of the Hoenn starters. So I can fuse the Hoenn starters and pick out the best of those. But for right now, we want to see Garchomp, Sceptile. I think that's the way around we want it. Sceptile, Garchomp? Maybe a Sceptile, Garchomp. I think Sceptile's first. I might have this wrong. We'll see. If not, we flip it around and we see. Show me the beauty. It's kind of cute, actually. His face looks so derpy. Oh my god. I think this is actually one that works both ways around. I think it is. I think these both work both ways around. Because I remember it being green. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, didn't mean to learn that. Still, Garchomp, a very popular Pokemon, has a lot of fusions. I'm definitely not covering all of them, but I'm covering the two that I think look the best, that's for sure. So let's flip this around. Just change your entire genetic makeup, just completely flip it on end, and we'll see what you look like, completely reversed. Yeah, that's what I saw. This is the sprite that I had written down, I think. I have a full list. That's what I saw. This is a menacing looking Sceptile. Sepchomp. That is one menacing looking Sceptile. That does look fantastic, actually. I have a long list written down. I think I may need to cut this short, as we're going to be here for a while if not. Even though I am definitely speeding through them, I think we're going to wrap things up with the Hoenn Stars and call it a day. As I've been here for a few hours, just fusing Pokemon and trying to pick out the best of them. It is time to get some things wrapped up, though. Alright, well, the Hoenn Stars kind of sucked, so to finish things off, we're going to go ahead, we're going to fuse ourselves Charizard and Blaziken. That's an interesting looking sprite we've got right there, but we're going to fuse these two together, we're going to see what these two look like. I'm pretty sure this is also an amazing looking sprite to wrap things up for now. And we... Oh, that's even better than I... That's a really nice looking sprite, actually. I guess it makes sense. I mean, these are two fire-type starters, Blaziken and Charizard. Definitely favorites. There's a lot of effort that's gone into this one, for sure. That is one really nice looking Pokemon, though. That's a really nice looking fusion to wrap things up, actually. That's martial arts that use punches and kicks. That it does. That it does. But with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap up this playthrough. Pokemon Infinite Fusion has been an absolute ton of fun. One last thing that I do want to quickly put on the screen is Umbreon and Kyogre, as for some reason, Kyogre doesn't fuse with anything when it's in its primal form, and I have no idea why when I caught it, it changed into its primal form for whatever reason, so there's probably an image of Umbreon and Kyogre, because that looked really funny to me. It looks really derpy, but with that, we're going to go ahead, we're going to wrap up this playthrough here. If you guys have enjoyed Infinite Fusion as a whole, please go ahead, check out the game, the link's in the description. If you guys have enjoyed this video, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!